Alrighty, ladies and gents, welcome back to the Philly Flipper Live channel. And today it is Thursday, March 24th. It is almost end of March. I am still wearing a hoodie because our weather here can't figure out what it wants to do. Legit can't. It was like 72 days ago. Today it was like 25 in the morning. Philly weather for you guys. It is absolutely crazy. What else has been crazy, I guess not really crazy, relatively crazy, has been sales. My sales have picked up since we last spoke, since last week, since even last month. Last month has been pretty slow for me. And I'm going to go into how much I spend every month and tell you guys why last month was a problem. I got a question in the comments about how much I pay for rent here. So I decided to take that question and just run with it and tell you guys exactly how much I spend. Not exactly, but a rough estimate of how much I spend a month here to sustain a business of the level that I am. And you can see if I have a slow sales day or slow sales week, it kind of puts a wrench in the plans that I have. So yesterday we have sold how many? 24 items. Sold 24 items yesterday, which is pretty good. That is what I want to see. Again, various values from super low end to decent land. I don't think I have anything over 60 bucks from what I'm seeing, but some decent items. So we'll start pulling them and we'll start talking about how much I spend. First thing I sold is some Thomas the Train track. Got $10 plus ship on this guy. This box used to be all full, and now as you see it is not. There's this lot of track right there. I got $10 for that. Thomas the Train stuff was like a secret bolo for me. I found by buying a storage unit. It's kind of one of the beauties of buying storage units, is that when you find something in there and you don't realize how much value there is until you start listing it. So they had a huge box of Thomas the Train stuff, including tracks, trains, a bunch of different platforms, bridges, trees, houses, all that stuff. And I had no clue there was so much value in Thomas the Train until I started listing those things. Now I've been selling individual pieces for like 20, 30 bucks. Depends on like if it's like a hospital, a train station, a helicopter pad or whatever. And then I've been lining the train tracks up individually as well, and I've been selling them. Probably had that track now for a year and a half maybe, going into 2 years. I bought the unit a while ago, and as you see I still have a little bit left, but I've sold all the trains and I've sold all the pieces from it, all the buildings and stuff from it. All I have left is the track. But now if I go to a thrift store or a yard sale and I see more of that Thomas the Train stuff, I always pick it up because I know there's value there. Next I sold another one of these headbands that I got from the Amazon pallets. So these are hands-free magnifier it's a hands-free magnifier headband. He put this to, like, if you're working with like jewelry or something. I don't know. I got a ton of them in the pallets, as you see, and they have been slowly selling, again, like $8 or $9 a pop for them. This Star Trek thing that sold. So let's talk about how much I spend a month. So this thing right here sold for 12 bucks. I got it at the auction on Monday, and it is Thursday, and it sold. So I'd like to see that. So let's start with my biggest expense, probably your rent. Rent for this warehouse. I'm paying for rent for technically 2 warehouses because I'm paying for this one and for that one over there, but paying one bill. And my rent with utilities is around $1,600 a month. That's what I pay for 4,000 square feet in the Philadelphia area. That is like unheard of, and that is why I don't think I'm going to move anytime soon, just because there is no way I can find a better deal. A better deal from now. The only thing bad about this warehouse is there's no foot traffic. So like if I want to have a warehouse sale in here, I can't do it because I have to go outside, make a right, go down a hallway, make another right, go down a hallway, and then I finally get outside. So people from the outside will not be able to find me. That's the only negative part about it. Besides that, I am super lucky to be here. Next, I sold some molds. I also got these on Monday at the auction house. was good to see that they sold super fast too. These are Miro brand. You guys get familiar with that name right there, Miro. If you're looking at old vintage kitchen stuff, that brand Miro right there is a bolo. People like to buy it. These are chicken molds. You make whatever you want out of them. These sold for 25 bucks. Here's the brand it looks like with it's not on paper. Here it is, Miro right there. That is a good brand for you guys to be on the lookout for. That's for sure. All right. And I sold some Warhammer pieces, 3 Warhammer orcs for 15 bucks. Here they are right here. These 3 like war boss, war arcs, whatever you call them. I sold them a lot of 3 for 15 bucks. All right, next I sold some vintage die-cast metal trains. These I think I got on a high bid in a big lot. I think I paid like $2 for a huge lot, and there's a bunch of stuff in there. These trains are part of it. I thought they were pretty cool. I listed them separately. Got 10 bucks for them, so can't complain there. This is what they look like. Nice little teal color and nice little orange color. All right, so we're at $1,600 so far with just the warehouse rent, utilities. Then the next batch of stuff that I would like to say I spend money on is probably, you would say, insurance for my stuff here. You have to have insurance to be in this place. Then internet to be here, cell phone and stuff. I'll probably include all those 3 together and spend around $300 on those 3 right there. So now we're up to $1,900 a month that I'm spending on stuff. And we still didn't hit all of it yet. Next I sold the Looney Tunes classic cartoons set of 2. Got $4 for this, but I had these for forever. Somebody sent me an offer for 4 and I took it. These 2 DVDs right here. I think they came out of a storage unit like a while ago. Pretty sure. I don't remember where they came from. But somebody sent me an offer for $4 and I was just happy to move them. If I can get more than a buck a DVD, I'm happy. I'm happy to get it out of here, to be honest. All right, next, you gotta consider my employees, what I spent on them. And it's different every single month based on how much help I need, to be honest, and also it's based on how much I sell, to be honest. Like if I have a good sales day, I can say, okay guys, come in and work for more hours, you know? If I have a bad sales week, I'm like, sorry guys, I'm gonna be doing all the work myself because I really can't afford to bring them here. It's kind of how it depends on that. Anyway, I sold this pumpkin jack-o'-lantern, get 25 bucks for it. It's sold. I got it at Peaches to Beaches in Wanda, church sales there. So, but on average, I spend between $1,000 to $1,500 a month on employees, here, based on the people that work here. Like I said, one girl only comes in once or twice a month, so that's not much. Then my main guy is here almost every single day for a couple hours, and then my sister does the pictures. She's here probably 2-3 times a week for a couple hours, but that might change soon if she wants to start cross-posting for me. I'm gonna pay her to cross-post, so that might change there. So let's say $1,200 for employees on the safe side, plus $19 that I'm at. So I'm already at what, $3,100? $3,100 already I'm spending every month to run the biz. Next, got a Poshmark sale here. It's in bin C. Wi-Fi range extender. I don't remember where I got this from, but it sold for $15. This guy right here sold on Poshmark. And then the last thing I'll talk about, because I'm not going to talk about gas, cost of goods, or anything like that. And cost of goods and gas is something we all spend, you know. It's not something that I just spend because I have a warehouse, so I don't really want to talk about that. But you guys can add that by yourselves as well. But last thing I have to talk about is the apps that help my business succeed. I'm talking about apps like, so they got vintage Avon perfume here. It looks like a key. That's kind of cool. I don't remember even listing it. I'm guessing it's from the perfume buy. Vintage Avon. Yep, Kino perfume. This right here sold for 20 bucks from the auction house Perfume Buy, which you guys just saw on my main channel. So I'm talking about apps like Photo Room, Wharf Point, List Perfectly, Hammock. I'm sure there's other ones that I spend money on. Talk about like YouTube business, talk about Canva, Epidemic Sound, StreamYard for StreamYard that I pay monthly for. And there's other ones that I'm probably using that I can't think of. Oh, my Posture VA to share my podcast for. I think I'm probably spending around $300 a month on that. And then you add the eBay. I'm paying eBay $60 a month to use their premium store. So let's say we're like at $350 for that. And I was already at what, $31, $50, $31. So let's just say roughly $3,500 a month I am spending to run my business. Okay, that is a decent size chunk to run a company. $3,500. You do that times 12. That's 40. I need to make $42,000 a year just to pay off what I'm spending every single month on to run my business. So that's why if I have a slow eBay sales day, I'm like, ugh. Am I gonna survive? That's it's rough, and a lot of people don't really, I think about that as much. So I need like on average, that's why you on average like $300 in sales every single day to just pay for the stuff and pay for the gas and the cost of goods, and then whatever I'll make after that is profit that it goes into my company. So that's why I also list as much as I do. That's why I have my goal of $600 in listings a day, because I know if I list $600, I'm usually going to get around $400 in sales for that day, and that's enough for me to keep my business afloat, and so on and so forth. So that's how much I spend. It's probably a lot more than other people do, because people don't have the overhead that I do. Like warehouse or employees, that's probably my biggest overhead. But I need a warehouse, first of all. There's no way I'm going to bring this to my house right now. So warehouse is a necessity for sure. Employees is kind of a combination of both. It does help me a lot having employees here. And it's great that I can do other tasks while they're doing things that I should be doing. You know, for example, like it's great I can be listing while my sister's taking pictures of clothes. It's great I could be cross-posting or editing a video when my guy comes here and helps me pack and stuff like that, or when he comes and cleans for me and stuff. So it is very beneficial to have him, that's for sure. What I'm looking for an Alex and Ani bracelet. Alex and Ani fleur-de-lis bracelet. I got a bunch of these, I think on Kay's auction, if I'm not mistaken. Passports and Pizza Pie, she had like a YouTube auction. I bought a bunch of them, and I probably sold probably like 80% of them now. I only have a couple of these left. They've been selling between like $5, $10, $15 a pop. This fleur-de-lis one right here is a lower end one, sold for $5. All right, then we have a Rawlings baseball helmet. It sold for 15 bucks. I got this in Independence Day yard sale, buyout sale. I looked at it, I thought it was be like money, because you would think if gloves are selling for like 10, 15 bucks, helmets would be selling for way more, but they're not. At least this brand wasn't. This Rawlings brand sold for 15, but I'm happy to get that and move that helmet out of here. And the rest of it is, I know, there's a DVD still. I was gonna say the rest of it is shoes and clothes, but it's not. I sold the Sahara DVD. So this guy right here sold for $7, $8, something like that. All right, and then it's all shoes and clothes. So yeah, guys, leave me down in the comments below if you guys are in a similar space like me, what you guys are spending. Also, I think it probably will vary based on what part of the country you guys are in and stuff like that, because I know most people that are watching me don't have employees. Most people watching me don't have a warehouse, so I'm sure your overhead is a lot lower than mine. And if you guys have any tips on what I can do to make my overhead lower, I would take that too. But I think from the only thing I could maybe just lower from now is like maybe using less apps to help. But I think I need all those to run my business the way I want them to run. So here I sold a pair of these Tatum shoes. I got $45 for these Nikes right here, and I got them at my Goodwill, and I got them the day where there was a really nice Goodwill employee, and she marked these as kid shoes for me, and I only had to pay $2 for them, which is absolutely crazy. So I turned $2 into 45. Love that. And I sold a pair of boots. Look how cute these boots are, guys. I got these in Georgia as well. This was on a Saturday. I got one of my few buys at a yard sale on a Saturday. Got a bag of shoes for $5. It's a bunch of taller shoes. It had these guys in there. Those Converses in there, and 2 pairs of these Sansan shoes. So it had other shoes. It had other shoes in there as well, but they weren't worth listing, so I just donated them. But pretty much, I paid $5 for four pairs of shoes, 4 pairs of toddler shoes on top of that. So it's it was rough pickings for me on Saturday. It was hard to find anything. Those boots sold. I think I got $10 for them. Yeah, it's a Trim Foot Company is the brand, and I got $10 for those boots. So I'm already in the profit. And then I sold a pair of Ellen Tracy dress shoes with the box. Remember, I got these on Hybrid. I only got them for $2, which I was surprised about. Here it is right here, Ellen Tracy. And this right here sold for $35. And I believe the rest of it should be clothes. So I'm gonna grab most of the clothes off camera and show it to you guys, but I want to grab this one off camera. Okay, this is a pretty good buy, and something you guys should be always aware of, but if you're not, Carhartt right here. Awesome brand for clothes, men's clothes. Stuff sells super fast. This is a Carhartt like camo vest. I got this at Beaches to Beaches as well. I paid $5 for it. Sold for $60. So that's a pretty good sale. I'm gonna be right back with all the clothes. Alrighty, so we have a Burberry men's polo. This sold for $25. Got that at the auction house. Here we have a motherhood maternity romper. This guy was new with tags. Got a bunch of them at the Goodwill bins. They sell for around, they've been selling for $25 for me. That one sold on Poshmark. Banana Republic cardigan. Probably one of these Banana Republic, and it's extra small. So it only sold for $10. Took a while to move. This is a Dana Buchman, I don't know how to pronounce that, top. This sold for $16 and it's going to Puerto Rico. Another terrible brand here is IZ Buyer. I listed these my first probably year, and then I stopped listening because I knew they weren't moving. So I had this forever. Finally sold for $10. Dickies scrubs, size XL. I think I got these in the storage unit. Sold for $15. And then a North Face. Nice North Face little zip-up jacket. This came from the $30 storage unit. The one for the DVDs and all the other stuff that you guys will see on my May channel pretty soon. This was in there. This thing sold for, I want to say $40. I don't remember. Nope, $36. $36. I must have had it up for 40 and sent somebody a 10% offer. That's why 36. That's how you did the math. So yeah, this is the kind of days I want. Really 20 plus sales, decent ASP. So I'm gonna start picking them up and get them out of here. Guys, I will see you next time. Thank you like always for watching. Bye.